Here we have a couple of activities more. In this first one, you can see a glass of water, and in that we have put a coin. The coin is at the base of the glass, but it appears as if the coin has been raised. To a person observing from top, it feels as if the coin is at this position and not here. So this is the apparent image that has been formed. These are the rays of light that are coming from the coin, but once they reach the interface where the two mediums are getting separated, in this case we have air and water as a pair of media. Pair means two. So here we have the pair of media, that is water and air. So as soon as the rays of light reach the interface, it bends. So you can see the rays have bended here and they reach the observer. But we see the straight line path, and when you extend these rays backwards, they meet here, and it appears as if the rays are coming from here and the displaced image of the coin is formed. So the person feels as if the coin has been raised. And this is where the coin actually is, whereas it is at the bottom of the glass. Another activity that you can do is that you can take a glass and you can put a lemon inside it and fill it with water, or you can keep the lemons across the glass on the other side of the glass. In either case, what you will observe is that the lemon appears to be bigger in size. So all these examples that we have discussed, activities that we have done, are with respect to refraction of light. And refraction takes place when light rays travel from one transparent medium to another. And the transparent mediums that we have seen in these activities are air, water, and glass. So all these are transparent mediums, and when light travels from one transparent medium to another transparent medium, we find that it bends. And this bending of the light or change in the direction of the light is referred to as refraction. Here we have one more activity. This is a glass trough in which we have taken water. This is the interface which is separating the pair of media, that is air and water. We have taken a stick and immersed it in water. The stick is AO, and we can see that almost half of the stick is inside water. The part of the stick that is inside water is BO. For a person who is observing, he feels as if the stick is bent at the interface, or it appears to be broken. So it appears to be broken at this point B, and the part which appears to be broken is this part, that is BI. So this is the place where the image is formed and the person feels as if the stick is broken, and this is the place where it appears to be. So now let us see how the refraction of light takes place here. The rays of light coming from the point O reach the interface. Now what are these rays? These rays are OC and OD. So the rays OC and OD are coming from water, and after reaching the interface, since they are going into the second transparent medium, they will change their direction, and you find that they change their direction or they bend a little. But when we are going to extend these rays backwards, we find that they meet at this point I. This is the place where the image is going to be formed. So Here also we conclude that when rays move from one transparent medium, that is water, to another transparent medium, that is air, they bend or they change their direction. And this change in the direction of light when it goes from one transparent medium to another is called as refraction. And so we find that the stick appears to be bent or broken. So I hope that we have discussed a lot of examples and activities, and you will be able to define what refraction is. Let us see the definition in the next slide. So here we have the definition of refraction of light. That is, light changes its direction when going from one transparent medium to another transparent medium. This is called the refraction of light. So we have seen the various transparent mediums, air, water and glass. And when light traveled from one transparent medium to another, it deviated from its straight line path, or it bent obliquely. And this change in the direction is referred to as refraction of light. Now we need to remember the speed of light in various mediums. And the speed of light in air or vacuum is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second, or it can be 3 lakh kilometers per second. But meters per second is more used while solving numericals, and so it is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second. Speed of light in water is 2.25 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second, and the speed of light in glass is 2 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second. So we find that the speed of light in glass is least, that is 2 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second. Let us try to understand a few more terms. Optical density, the degree to which a refractive medium retards transmitted rays of light, is called optical density of the medium. Here the degree, or we can say the extent to which a refractive mediums are air, water, glass are the various refractive mediums, transparent mediums we can say, retards, that is to slow down or change the speed of the transmitted rays of light, is called optical density of the medium. Or in other words, we can say that optical density is the measure of the speed of light in any medium. Accordingly, we have two types of mediums, rarer medium and denser medium. Rarer medium, a medium in which the speed of light is more, is known as optically rarer medium. Example, air. We know that the speed of light in air is maximum. Denser medium, a medium in which the speed of light is less, is known as optically denser medium, that is glass and water are considered to be denser mediums where we find that the speed of light is less. So here we have studied three terms. There is optical density, which is the degree to which the refractive medium retards the transmitted rays of light, or in other words, it is the speed of light in the various material mediums. And the two types of mediums we have studied, rarer medium where the speed of light is more, and the denser medium in which the speed of light is less.